You done?
Oh yeah. That's the feel I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Pure fucking exhaustion.
Yeah.
Delirium.
Yes.
It's real thin. 7 miles finishing in 1 hour, 1 minute, 8:50 pace.
Nice. 7 right on the dot.
And that is the wrap to the David Goggins 4-4-50 50 something miles.
51.
51 miles.
Yeah. How are you feeling? How was the challenge overall?
You know, it's one of those things that's very hard to like, comprehend right now.
Oh, for sure.
Just because you have like a bunch of feelings and euphoria.
Yeah.
Going through your body right now. I'm not sure, we'll settle in like, okay. The weird thing is like, I already forgot about this. Like, it's done.
Yeah.
Pack it up. What's next? What is going on? This is SAMOKFIT for SAMOKFIT, checking in with you guys. You guys are doing well, doing terrific, and we are back with another video. Straight to the point with this video. You guys seen the intro to this video, and I talked about what's next. At the time of this recording of this video, this has been a week and some change past since I did the last challenge that you guys saw on the channel. The challenge, David Goggins 4-4-40, where I run 4 miles every 4 hours for 48 hours. I always say 48 minutes or miss something up, but it's not important. But it's been quite a week. I've fully recovered. I'm back to training. Follow me on Instagram. I've been posting training content on there more as far as what I'm doing right now. So by the end of that intro, I talked about what's next. I already forgot about that. So that challenge is over. It's over and done with. If there's any part of the challenge you guys want me to cover, maybe elaborate on, if you've seen the video. If you haven't, I'll put a link in the description. Let me know what that part is, and I'll put that video together for you guys just to give you a little more in-depth as far as maybe training wise, the take back, takeaways. Let me know, and I'll do that video. But there's a video that I want to do with the David Goggins is just to talk about the root cause or the reason behind doing that challenge that I'm still putting together, and I'll show you guys. But that's not the point. The point is what's next. What am I doing next? So what I'm doing next is I'm actually currently 6 weeks out from competing. By the time this video comes out, it will put me at 5 weeks out from doing my next bodybuilding competition. Yes, we are stepping on stage again. Just to give you a little bit of context, because a lot of you guys don't really know my background, you don't know who I was or who I am. Hopefully you know who I am, but who I was before you found me on YouTube. So I've been bodybuilding for quite some time now. My first amateur show was 2009, where I turned pro, and I've been competing ever since. And the last time I stepped on stage was 2019, where I competed at the WNBF Worlds in New York, where I placed second in the heavyweight class. I've won multiple titles. I've won a lot of shows. I've won world titles. But in 2019, after the show, I took a break just because, again, my family, my girls was getting younger. They are still younger, and they're still a priority. But I just feel like this time around, my goal for 2022 is just to remain undefined. I can do endurance feed, and I can do contest prep at the same time too. Again, to show you guys that you can do whatever you want at the same time, to prove to myself that I can do both. So that's why we are competing and stepping back on stage again. I did unofficially retired, I think 2 years ago. But I guess we are not so retired anymore. But there's a little slight caveat to me competing again. I guess it's not really a caveat, it's just a difference in my previous prep compared to what I'm doing now. The difference between this prep and previous preps that I've done in the past is it's typically a longer prep, which covers about a year or so, and this prep is only going to last 6 weeks. And the reason being is because I'm in relatively good shape when I start. Normally when I start prep, I'm starting around like 225, 230, and currently as of this week right now, I'm waking up like 210, 211. Obviously due to a lot of the running that I've been doing, it's allowed me to maintain a good body composition, so which puts me in a position for me to be able to prep 6 weeks. And of course, this is not my first time. I've done this multiple times. I've done over 30 shows, so I know exactly how to prep. I know what I'm doing. But just to want to give you that context so you don't think, whoa, how is it possible for him to be prepping for 6 weeks? So you wouldn't think, whoa, are you on some, you know, some sauce? I'm not on any sauce. It's just very doable because of the current body composition that I have right now. So one of the things I want to accomplish with this video is, one, to bring you guys up to speed what my next challenge is going to be. It's a challenge, don't get me wrong, it is definitely a challenge this year to mix both the running and bodybuilding competition at the same time. But at the same time, I want to bring you guys up to speed to let you guys know what my nutrition is going to be, what my training is going to be, because I know a lot of people are going to have questions about that, especially prepping for 6 weeks. Protein intake is going to be around 250 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of fats. To some people that might seem like a lot, especially if being for a bigger dude than I am. But I think majority of the mistakes a lot of people make when it comes to trying to figure out what the nutrition is, what the macro is, they see a specific number as, wow, that's low, that's too high, without any context to knowing or understanding what kind of lifestyle that person is. For context, my lifestyle is very sedentary. I sit on the computer, I just type a whole lot, and I work on the computer all day. My minimum steps sometimes, and my average step count per day is around 3,000 to 4,000 steps per day. So that's pretty low compared to somebody that's taking about 10,000, 14,000 steps, because they have a very active lifestyle job where they can typically consume a little more calorie than that. So that is where my nutrition is going to be. So let's talk training. As I cover the training principle or the protocols I'm going to be following throughout this prep, I'll be overlaying some of the training footage that I did last 2 weeks covering a total body workout. So as far as the training goes, and in the past video, I talked about using the Jeff Nippert training template. And the reason why I was using that is because, one, I was running quite a bit, and it just allowed me to manage my fatigue a little bit, because the specificity that's required for that training is catered towards me running more, and to make sure I'm recovering enough and I'm still, you know, prioritizing strength gains. That program was very suitable for me. So I'm going to be making a slight change, a slight modification for the next 6 weeks. The next block of training for the next 6 weeks is going to be obviously catered towards more hypertrophic work. And if you guys want to see what that training looks like, let me know. Again, nothing against Jeff Nippert program. Like I said, it's an awesome training program. If you want to try that, give that a try. But just what the goal and the challenge it requires me in terms of making sure, I come in good shape, I maintain a lean tissue mass, I train really hard with the right amount of intensity leading up to the show. I need to make certain adjustment, which goes to tell you a lot of times the key component to any training program that you are trying to do, it comes down to specificity, meaning what exactly are you trying to accomplish with this training block, instead of just grabbing the Jeff Nippert training program and not looking too deep into exactly, okay, ask yourself, what am I trying to accomplish with this training program? If it doesn't fit my need, so what's the reason behind it? Once you have a specific reason of why you're doing a certain program or why you're doing a certain amount of volume, it makes a lot of things a lot easier for you. Talk running, and I'm gonna get a lot of questions. Are you still planning on running? Why are you trying to prep for a show? Yes, I am still planning on running. And the reason being, I build up this aerobic capacity up to this point. I just don't wanna lose it. And again, the purpose of doing this challenge, I'll keep calling it challenge because it is a challenge. The purpose of doing this is make sure I can balance both. Yes, ideally for a lot of people, especially younger people, I would not recommend it, just because, one, running is a high impact sport, which again can limit you in terms of recovery. But I am experienced enough to be able to absorb that, to understand, you know, how to implement that into my training regimen to make sure recovery is on point. And so a lot of those things that I'll be doing is called a lot of threshold run, meaning aerobic base. There's nothing that's going to be too strenuous. There's no lactate threshold that's going to fatigue my leg, that's going to limit the ability of me to go into the gym the next day and train to the best of my ability. So I can manage that. I run based on feel. I don't run based on, you know, high effort, or I'm not gonna go for any sprint like that. So my run was still gonna be limited. Volume is gonna come down when it comes to running. I'm just gonna use running, one, to maintain and keep that aerobic base, and to increase output for the rest of the week. So that is the video. It's gonna be short and sweet video. That's the next challenge I'm gonna be doing. It's gonna be about the business show. And I know a lot of you guys who have a lot of questions, so put that questions in the comment section and let me know exactly what you wanna see for the next 6 weeks in terms of nutrition, training, whatever you wanna see in terms of contest prep, to give you an idea of what the process looks like, or to inform you just in case you want to do that yourself. Let me know. put that in a comment and I'll put that together. So there's a lot of exciting things coming on the channel. And by the time this video is coming up, I will be 1 week from going to Montana to hang out with the Flag No Fill crew, which I'm rocking. Speaking of crew, rocking the crew neck right now. And when I rock this, by the way, I put it on Instagram, I got tons of comments like, bro, where'd you get that crew neck from? It's Flag No Fill. In case you guys don't know, I'm a sponsored athlete of Flag No Fill. And if you want to cop anything on the website, make sure you use my code SAMOKFIT. It will save you 10% on everything that you purchase. And thank you guys for everybody that's used the code for supporting what I do. It means a lot. But I'll be traveling to Montana, hanging out with the Flag No Fill crew, and I'm really looking forward to the whole crew, but especially I'm looking forward to kicking it with the man, Rough Diesel, the current 2022 Mr. Arnold or Arnold Classic champ himself. So it'd be nice to like shoot the shit, hang out, snowmobile, shooting some guns, working out. So whatever content you guys want to see, let me know, because the content I'm not making it for myself, I'm making it for you guys. So let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll put it out there. That's the video. SAMOKFIT for SAMOKFIT checking out, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.